performers, composers, all artists, expressions, continuing the tradition of being the catalyst between the artisan and the audience. As always, you are most welcome to another presentation of Expressions. I'm Don Webb, and tonight we come to you musically featuring Good Rockin' Johnny and the Wise Guys. This group brings together 5 of the most potent forces on the local blues scene, headed by guitarist John Wenzel, who is known in the blues circle as the founding father of the South Florida blues movement. The band also features vocalist Lynne and former members of the Fat Chance Blues Band, Iko, and Little Nicky and the Slicks. This group delivers the blues with a vengeance you're about to hear like no other. This is a Miami blues band worth its weight for national recognition. And now a taste of Good Rockin' Johnny and the Wise Guys, and I'll return momentarily after this tune with John Wenzel. Enjoy.
Well, I cried like a baby when you left me last Friday night. Yes, I cried like a baby when you left me last Friday night. Lord, I made me some connection. Everything is really all right. My Iceman, he's a sweet man, just as nice as he can be. 'Cause he goes collecting money, and he brings it home to me. Now my woodman, he's a good man, 'cause he likes to keep me warm. When his wood don't burn or suit me, it takes me in his arms. Now my meat man, he's a sweet man, bring me steaks every day. And he tells me, pretty baby, you don't ever have to pay, or you just shouldn't have done it, darling, when you left me last Friday night. 'Cause I made me some connection. Everything is really all right. done told me not to worry about the rent. All he wants to do is hold me, and my rent won't cost a cent. Now my cold man, he's an old man, he almost 82, but believe me when I tell ya, he knows just what to do. Or you just shouldn't have done it, darling, when you left business right. Cause I made me some connection, everything is really alright. Thank you.
Good Rockin' Johnny and the Wise Guys. And in our studio, as I promised, to John Wenzel, guitarist extraordinaire. Recently, John, someone said that you are a guitar player's guitar player, and that's quite a compliment. It's always nice to see you, John. Thanks
Nice
for
to see you.
coming. A couple of accolades here, which fits into the formation of the group. In new times, actually two. Two awards, Best Local Blues Band, and also Second Best Personnel decision by a local band. Now, this ties into that fiery female songstress. How did you get together with Lynne?
Well, we had played together a few times before. I had gone down and sat in with her band, and we just had a real chemistry.
Yeah.
And it just really fit. And in the meantime, we were forming the Wise Guys. I had kind of decided to put together a band. Rob Friedman and I had been talking for quite a while about putting a two-guitar band together. And we really needed a vocalist that was really going to step out and take control, you know, with a vengeance.
John, I think of your history with blues. You were playing blues when really nobody was playing blues, or it wasn't an accepted form of music in South Florida. And this band, actually, the formulation of this group, you've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah, once or twice.
Yeah, I think of the Fat Chance. Actually, that's many consider still to be sort of the definitive group years ago, wasn't it? The Fat Chance Blues Band?
Yeah, that was with Graham Drought and
Right.
Bob Hemphill and
Right.
Tobacco Road days.
Right. Well, still applies though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
The
sure
road.
does.
In terms of your prowess as a guitarist, you made the statement, John, that, well, you had no choice but to become more proficient at your instrument because playing X amount of nights a week at Tobacco Road, or affectionately known as the Road, with some of the best blues players in the country, you have to become better.
Yeah, I think it gives you a chance to really hone your craft, you know, and you're getting to see the greats come through there, and it really makes you, you know, strive for the top.
Some of the greats that have come through that you've played with, drop a few names. I always like that.
Well, I did a night with Coco Taylor, and Albert Collins was playing there. I didn't get to play with him, but he was playing upstairs and got to meet him. And
They'll come down and listen to you sometimes.
yeah, they would come down and sit in. We had Jim Thackeray from the Nighthawks sit in with us.
Yeah.
James Cotton come sit in with the band. We've had John Lee Hooker, you know,
That's
all
exciting,
kinds of,
huh?
yeah, it's great. It's all my heroes.
Let's go around the group here. As you mentioned in the opening tune, John, some may have said, well, let's see, a blues band, they don't have keyboards and maybe even a horn section or two, but why not?
Well, we were trying to go for a guitar, a more aggressive kind of, you know, rootsy sound. I mean, I love a fat Hammond keyboard. I mean, there's nothing quite like that, you know. And we were trying to keep a compact band, and two guitars just really, in bass and drums, and vocals, that really, you know, you can do a lot with that.
It's gone well. You have a drummer that's new.
Yes.
And also, we can conceptualize the percussionist in that this is young talent.
Yes. That was an effort. We decided that we were, you know, looking for somebody that could play the shuffle grooves, but also rock, you know, rock out, because we don't stay strictly in the blues. We do some rock and roll stuff too. We wanted someone that was young and new and fresh on the scene, and we had played with Geoff Gill. He had substitute for our original drummer.
With a music degree out of the University of Miami School of Music.
Oh, yeah.
That helps.
A
right?
vast reservoir of
Yeah.
players there.
The bassist, certainly a friend of yours.
Geoff Sanchez.
Yes,
Yeah, we
right.
go way back to beginning Fat Chance days and through Iko and Nicky and the Slicks. So he was a definite choice.
And on the other guitar?
Rob Friedman.
Right, there it is.
He's a good friend. We've gone back a long time. I met him through Geoff Sanchez, and we've been talking about a band for a long time, and I was playing in the Slicks, and Nicky got the offer to go out on the road with Jimmy Buffett, and said, this is our opportunity, you know?
yeah.
So we got together, and
You've been in the studio, put together a demo, you're going back,
yeah.
you know.
We need to do some stuff with Lynne. We had gone in early and recorded
What a
with us.
voice, huh?
Yes, Lynne
voice.
is incredible.
Upcoming, let's see, 4th of July, there's an extravaganza. You'll be part of that downtown Miami.
Yeah, we'll be playing, I think it's Pat Travers, Jefferson Starship, our good buddies Iko.
Right. That's a
and-
pretty strange.
Oh.
When you play, there's Iko, and yeah, that's good, though.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, there was an interesting concert we did one time where we had the Slicks playing. I just joined the Slicks, but I was still playing in Iko. So we came out, and it was Fleet Starbuck, and then we had Iko play, and then Geoff and I came out. I think John Yarling was still playing in the band, and we came out as the Slicks. People were going, what are you doing?
Why the blues, John? Why the blues?
Because it's very expressive. You know, you can do your own thing. It's got a lot of fire. I didn't want to be. I realized when I was studying school in music that I wanted to do something that I could grow old doing. You know, and you could still rock out, and I was going to play. I could still play for young people, and you could still be expressive and do what you want with the music. You know,
there are a few old rock and rollers, but the blues fits much better, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if John Lee Hooker's still doing it,
Oh my goodness.
and Muddy Waters,
Yeah,
you know,
right,
I mean, he's dead now, but I mean,
But you can use those examples.
yeah.
You're on the road, you're going to be back on. You've been doing some touring, haven't you? You've been out on the road a bit.
Yeah, we're going back down to Margaritaville
Right,
at the end of the month.
yeah, right.
Jimmy Buffett's place.
Okay, John, I'll get out of the way. Good Rockin' Johnny and the Wise Guys. As I said, they were voted the best local blues band by New Times Magazine, and it was sort of a reunion for me because I've known John and some of the guys for quite a while. So I'm going to get out of the way on Expressions, and we continue with more of Good Rockin' Johnny and the Wise Guys. Stay with us.
It's a song I wrote for the ladies called Good Girl Blues. They got blues you can sing when your lover goes away. They got blues you can sing when your work don't get paid. Folks, let me tell you, it's hard to find a song about the good girls who stay home and don't do nothing wrong. That's why I'm here. Tell you about the good girl blues. You stay home when the kids keep the house nice and clean. Keep the old man happy if you know what I mean. Buy all your clothes in the second-hand store. Get enough to pay the rent. Don't ever ask for more. That's why I'm here. Tell you about the good girl blues. Well, you may have got to figure out just how good you want to be. Doing the right thing all the time. Don't sound like fun to me. Oh yeah. Woo. Good girl blues. They got blues you can sing when the rent don't get paid. They got blues you can sing when your pay don't get laid. Books let me tell you it's hard to find a song about the good girls who stay home and don't do nothing wrong. That's why I'm here. Tell you about the good girl blues. Tell 'em, boys. to pay the rent, don't ever ask for more, that's why I'm here. Tell you about the good girl blues. Well, you men have got to figure out just how good you want us to be. Doing the right thing all the time don't sound like fun to me. Oh yeah. Woo. The good girl blues. Ooh, the good girl blues. Well, I'm so good. Yes, I'm so good. Well, I'm so good. Yes, I'm very good, Geoff. Yes, I'm so good. She's so good. But girls go to heaven. She's so good. And don't have all the fun. Well, I'm so good. Yes, I'm so good. Love me, baby. Why don't you call me on the telephone sometime? Say you love me, baby. Why don't you call me on the telephone sometime? Know the sound of your sweet voice. One of these days, darling, I'm gonna show you how good a woman can be. One of these days, darling, I'm gonna show you how good a woman can be. Buy you a brand new Cadillac if you'll only say something nice about me. Hear my telephone ringing. Sounds like a long distance call. Hear my telephone ringing. Sounds like a long distance call. So I pick up my receiver. But it says there's another mule. There's another mule. So I went down the corner and I was hanging out with my friends. And they were all turning around laughing behind my back. You know, this kind of ticked me off. Hey. After a while, after a while, after a while, after a while, I went to my house, I put my hand in my pocket and I pulled out that key. And I unlocked that front door. And there's the old man standing there, giving me the fish-eyed stare. And I said, honey, what's the matter with you? And he says, Lynn. I said, what? He says, Lynn. I said, what? Get it off your chest, honey. He says, there's another mule. Uh-oh. I don't like that. There's another mule. Kicking in your stall. One day I'd have to make him mine. I said, excuse me, you mind if we chat for a while? So he gave me a pinch and he gave me a smile. You know, it looked so good and it looked so fine. And I knew one day I'd have to make him mine. I could tell by the way that he walked that walk. I could tell by the way that he talked that talk. I could tell by the way that he called my name. Man had a kind of love about a gal and said, I said 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! Looking good. looking good.